Welcome back. It's art time class. Today, we're going to be drawing our first optical illusion, where we're going to practice the tracing skill, coloring very, very neatly, and how to draw a straight line. Let's get started. Today, for our activity, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. I also recommend a second pencil, a ruler, a folder, something extra with a straight edge, like this triangular ruler here. You're also going to want access to something circular to trace, like a cup, but you could use something besides a cup, like the lid to a jar. You could use a coaster. There's so many different objects you could find around your home that are circular that you could use to trace. To get started on our activity, we're going to put some very important information on our paper. Es mucho importante tu escribe tu nombre. I'm saying to write your name, guys. It's super important to write your name on your paper. Whether it's at the top, in the middle, at the bottom, it's up to you. And then you're going to put the date on your paper. Necesito escribe fecha. Today, it's October 15th for me while I'm recording this video, but write the date, not this date, but your date that you're doing this year. And then lastly, super important information is the title. I'm going to put the word trace. You can copy my title or you can come up with your own title. It's really your choice. For our activity, we're going to need to trace a straight line, either going horizontally and vertically, or we can do two diagonal lines. It's really up to you. I'm going to go ahead and use my straight edge, my ruler, to practice first. You're going to hold it down at the top and the bottom using your fingers. Again, I'm holding the ruler down not at one point, but at the top and at the bottom using my fingers. And then I'm going to draw a straight line going all the way down and then back up. Another example is, say I could use a pencil, an extra pencil that I happen to have, and this is my long pencil, so I'm going to use this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my pencil, not just in the middle or at one side. I don't want to hold it right here because then it's going to go wonky. I want to hold it at both ends. So that's something that you're going to be practicing. I'm going to hold my other pencil at the very top and go all the way across. I don't want to hold it down here because my hand is in the way of my hand. I want to hold my pencil at the top. That way I can get all the way across. Ta-da! Next, we're going to practice tracing a cup. I can use the small side. I could use the big side. It's really up to you. I'm going to use the big side for our drawing today. I'm going to hold the cup at the very top, not just on one side, but like on one edge and the other edge, kind of using my whole hand to push down on it. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to hold it at the top. See where my hand is on my pencil? My manos y lápiz. So my manos is aquí, lápiz. Manos, no. You don't want your hand here. You want your hand at the top of your pencil when you're tracing. And you come around from this side. You're going to go all the way around. Just like that. That's how you do one full swipe. Most students, to start, they'll start over here on the edge and go around, and then they stop, and then they have to come over here. If you start on the going all the way around like this, you can do it in one swoop. And you're probably going to practice that and get better and better at it as you continue to draw and do more. Now, I'm thinking about something I need to do very, very neatly. So I did, let's see here, I did a horizontal line. As a kindergartner, I'm probably just going to practice writing vocabulary words or writing my name. I don't need to write a sentence. Like that's, your kindergartner is still learning. Unless you know how to do that, then you go right ahead. You can do that. But while I'm working on my art, I'm going to be thinking about it. That's the main point, is thinking about our art. So I did a horizontal line. I could think I did a vertical line. Line at the end if I wanted. Now I'm going to start coloring. We're going to need to color super neatly. Let's see. Let's do, what color to pick? Oh, this is a pretty color. It's like seafoam. Oh, lavender. It's like a light purple color. I'm going to do this color right here. So when you're coloring in different areas, you're going to start by doing the outline. So there's the outline. And you notice I went from up here down. I can then turn my paper. I'm going to go up to down. That's the way I like to color. It looks good when I go from up to down. And I'm going to turn my paper. I'm going to go up to down, going in a curved line because this is a curved edge. Ooh, let's get that out of the way. It's trying to mess me up. All right, I'm going to go around just like this. Very nice. So I've done the outline of the shape. Now I'm going to continue. And on this edge, I'm going to keep that curved line going back and forth. Very nice. I'm not just going real fast. And you'll see that I'm going back and forth, taking my time, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then I'm going to go back. Oh, that looks so good. That was like level 4 coloring. Very high, very high, very good. All right, now I'm going to go on the outside area. Instead of the inside of the circle for this one, I'm going to go on the outside area. Ooh, I made a little mistake there. Did y'all see that? It's a little mistake, though. I think it's going to look just fine. I need to be going from this way. See how I turn my paper as I'm coloring? That way my hand isn't sitting on the marker ink. What do you think, buddy? Is it looking good? He's not even looking at my coloring. He's turned around. I'm going back and forth, making it really neat and nice. And this edge line makes it look really neat. Ooh, yeah. See, I'm coloring all the way to the edge of my paper. So you know you're really taking your time, doing a really good job. I'm going to go ahead and do a darker, like, purple color. I think that will look really pretty. Let's see, I've got... Ooh, I'm going to play with these colors right here. I've got all of these colors, so I just used this one. Ooh, let's do, like, this pink color to fill in right here. Oh, that's looking really nice. Let me go ahead and do the outline. This has had time to dry, so I can start coloring next to it now. You want to give your different colors time to dry before coloring right on top of it. So go back and forth. Very neat. Yes, very neat. Let's go ahead and do the outside area of the circle. Yes. Right now, you should be coloring. If you're not coloring with me, you're falling behind. That's okay. I want you to go ahead and take your pencil out. Start tracing a straight edge and find a circular object. If you can't find a circular object and you only have a box, that's okay too. We're going to be coloring as neatly as possible. That's what I'm looking for today. Coloring super duper neatly. That's looking so nice. All right, so I used those two colors. I've got these two. I think I'm going to do this purple right here. I'm going to outline it. Ooh. Outline it. Turn my paper. So neat. Now, if you don't have colors, you can use just a pencil to shade in one area. It is totally okay if you don't have markers or crayons or color pencils at home or at school to color with. I totally get it. You can use your pencil to shade in. That's totally fine. All right, we're almost done with that coloring. I'm going to let that needs to dry a little bit more, so I'm going to fill in this area first. This looks like this color up here. And that's this color. These colors look almost the same, don't they? This purple and this pink. They look almost the same to me. I guess they're a little different. Yeah, I can see it. Now that they're right next to each other, I can see they're a little different. All All right, last shape is right in here. And if you have highlighters at home, I think this is a great project to color with highlighters. That's really fun. All right. Oh, that's looking so fabulous. And, you know, I really did color neatly. Color neatly. And if you can't spell things correctly, that's totally fine. You don't need to worry about spelling correctly. This is art. Now let's check out our question that we have. And this question you're going to see right below the video. So go ahead and I'm going to read the question to you, and then I want you to pause the video and answer the question with me. So vocabulary words, or a vocabularo, is line, shape, form, trace, checkered, because this is a checkered pattern of coloring, abstract, pattern, and optical illusion. So linea, forma, rastro, cadros, resume, patrón, illusion, optical. And an enclosed space is a espacito encerrado en una. An enclosed shape. The shape, guys. An enclosed space is a shape. I kind of said the answer while I was saying it. So it's not a line. You use a line to enclose shape. You use color to fill the shape. The enclosed space uses line to fill in and make a shape. So an enclosed space is a shape. In spacino encerrado en una forma. So we've colored in really nicely to this point. Here's my big kid example over here. Here is my little kid example over here. Depending on how much time you have, you could definitely go for one of the big kid coloring options where you do more than just flat color, where you really decorate it with like a rainbow or hearts or a picture. It's up to you. Now it's time to take a picture of our activity and get credit for all of this hard work. So over on your iPad, after you're done watching this video, you're going to click that submit button. Once the video's over and you click that submit button, you can click up here at the top to exit out of it. That's the listo or done. You're all finished with that. And it's time to take a picture of our work so we can get credit for all of this. We're not done quite yet. We still need to take a picture. So you see how I clicked on that arrow, and I can click on it twice and the menu comes up where I can see any comments that might be left by the teacher. I need to add an attachment. And I'm going to take a picture using the camera. Here I am, taking an awesome picture. Ooh, yes, that's going to look really cool. I like the way that looks. I need to click on Use Photo over here in the corner. It might be on this corner. It might be over on this corner. It's going to say Use Photo. Okay. Click on that and let it load. Okay. You know that it's loaded correctly when this button goes from Mark as Done. This gray button changes to say Turn In. And that's how I know it's been done correctly. But look, down here, I've gotten a red, orangish red. Yeah, there's like some there's an error symbol, and it still says Mark as Done. So something went wrong, and I can tell you how to fix it. I noticed this popped up last week with last week's activity. So click Mark as Done, but it's not really done. We're going to unsubmit. Click Unsubmit up here. So you can do this with all of your activities. If you redo your activities and you say you draw it again and it's nicer and you want to get a higher grade for that, you can go in and unsubmit and then take a picture like I am right now. I'm going to take another picture. Here we go. All right, and I'm going to click Use Photo down here at the bottom and let it load. Again, I'm looking for this to not say Mark as Done. It should say Turn In, and I should not get a red error box down here at the bottom. Let's see what it does now. It's a little workaround. And there it goes. There it is. It's right up there. It showed up, and this says Turn In. So now I'm ready to turn in this activity. So this started happening last week. Let's go ahead and check our last week's activity by clicking on that arrow. and this arrow over here. Let's click on the optical illusion. That was our last activity. And down here at the bottom, can you guys see that? It says that I got a 30. I got a 30. Me, I got a 30. Let's see what it says. There's one private message. So I can click on this arrow and it will scroll up for me where I can see the messages. It says missing work. Can you guys see that? There's no picture and I'm missing my work. I need to unsubmit and take a picture of my activity. And I've been working on my activity. Here we go. I've been spending more time on it. Here it is. Here's the activity I've been working on. I did 2 of them. Go ahead and take a picture and get credit for this. So I'm going to unsubmit. The 30. I'm going to add a picture. So you can go back, guys, and redo your activity so you can get credit for it. You can unsubmit, take a picture of it. Use photo. Ah! There's that picture. Let's click it. Resubmit, turn in, and that way the art teacher will go back and check in that activity. They'll see a notification. Okay. Once you've filled out and clicked this button here, you can go ahead and click that next if you're done coloring. So guys, if you're done coloring, you're done doing this activity, you answered and clicked in shape right here, go ahead and click next or submit, whichever one is down here. You're going to click that so you can move on with your activity. Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Till next time, class, I want you to keep being creative as possible. Buddy. Step up. There you go. Till next time, guys. Keep being creative.